In this video, I'll be talking about Veigas' skill tree and why this character is underperforming compared to other characters in the game. I'll be comparing him to other AP characters. So, I used to think Veigas was a support character, but this is not the case. If you look at his quote-unquote support tools like Dark Barrier recovers 11.22% of HP, and it gives you some AP back. And this is a second AP bar, and the cooldown is 18 seconds. If you take a look at other characters in the game, like Lime, who's a support character, Lime Glory HP recovery is 60% and recovers 30% of maximum HP. This is a second bar, and if you go into game, this is very, very strong. If you go into game and you get damage, you could just use Glory again. You can use it twice, and basically your HP is already back to full health. And all you have to do is just hold down your MP bar, and then bam, Glory. And then use your nub bar, Glory again, full HP. Now let's take a look at Amy. Amy is another support character. Fourth job, let's talk about lovely Amy. HP recovery is 60%, and the recovery is 12.5 of max HP. Let's talk about Loving You. Loving You is a 100% HP recovery. So you can start to see why Veigas' Dark Barrier is a meme. Even Army. If you use Army, you can just use her Dirt Bar. This recovers 30% of max HP for the caster only. They kind of made Army weird. Well, I'd probably use this and then use second job as support, because second job care heals your teammates but not yourself. That's still a really good first bar for Army. So you can see why Dark Barrier sucks. Let's look at the defense minus 8%. This Absolute Dark doesn't really do much, and this is a dirt bar, minus 8 defense. Again, let's take a look at Army. She has a skill similar to this, and it's over. I forgot what it's called. Oh, let's take a look at it. DP. Our first bar decreases enemies' attack by 7%. And here's another one. Enemies' defense minus 7%. And this is our first bar. So you look at a first bar, comparing it to a dirt bar. The only difference is just 1%. And this is a dirt bar. It's kind of sad. Let's take a look at Black Shield. Black Shield is only useful at Tower Disappearance Floor 8. That's about it. Other than that, you won't get any use from the skill. Dimension Crevice is also another skill that no one uses, because all it does is just creates a dimension rip, and you can just teleport monsters to that location. I always just drag the monsters myself to the corner or bring them to another location where I want to fight them at. Another useless skill there. So now that we talked about how bad his support is, let's talk about why his damage is underperforming. You can see there's no level 1, 2, or 3 skills. Now let's look at Rufus, let's look at Lay, let's look at Zero, even in Dio. Rufus, all his skills, or almost all his skills, has damage increase. Increase empowers basic damage. Increase Ice Tooth basic damage. Increase bullet time damage. Increase Soul Shackles damage. Increase Crescent Sweep damage. Increase Netherblade damage. all these skills has increased damage to it. Even Expunge has it. And Soul Arbiter has increased duration. So Rufus, he's a very strong character because Expunge, bullet time, and just my loadout for him. And he's a very, very, very good AP character. He has a few dodges as well. I'll show you guys that. And Veigas only has one. Or quote unquote two. KOG bought Z up back. He has Z forward. He has Z back. And you can see how strong the character is. Let's take a look at Lei. Lei has level 1, 2, 3 skills. She has Inspire that increases your AP. Don't ask me why I don't have this. I don't use Lei that much. She has a support side as well for her summoning. This is her best side. And on top of that, those summonings give you iframes and damage. So basically, whenever a monster attacks you, I can just use my summonings and it does some damage to him. And it gives me buffs. Boom. Attack buff, defense buff, critic buff, HP. Look, all this. You can just count as a dodge. She has this. I guess that counts the dodge a little bit, but not really. Let's look at Zero, the worst character in the game. Even he has like level 1, 2, 3 skills. He has a roll that's for 8 seconds. I'm not gonna play him. I'm just gonna go over it. He has like 2 skills that has increased damage. Dio, a complete AP character that just has some minor hitbox issues and some damage issues. Hashtag buff on the rush. But anyways, like if you go to like Devil Force side, you can see like Black Space and Neurotic. Go to like Fourth Job. These have buffs to it. HP recovery 10% per attack. This is like 2% less than Veigas' Dark Barrier. HP, MP recovery. Black Space that gives you a shield for 5 seconds. This gives you like a defense increase. This like amount allows you to move your cool Eva Addy. What? I thought it was Cool Spyro. Oh well, but anyways, this is Eva Addy. This is Cool Spyro. Yeah. But even he has a blink that allows you to jump. But no one uses blink, especially when you use Weapon Force. So Weapon Force is basically a built-in dodge. So you can see all these skills that have levels to it, and iframes, and damage increase. And Veigas only has one job, and he doesn't have a single thing here that helps him or help any of his skills. He has a passive side, but the passive side is completely useless. Like if you look at like Type A, your chance to critical hit lowers, but your critical attack damage increases. So basically, this is a trade-off. Why would I want my critical attack to be lowered, but increase my damage? That's like some low-level stuff right there. Like everybody knows, critical attack chance and damage are like the 2 most important things in the game. So why would you want it to be lowered just to increase your critical attack damage? Applies a buff that increases attack when when you hit 3 or more monsters at once. This is good, but it's only 3%. Critical attack will when critical hit will grant you a buff that increases your AP recovery. I have this on because there's no trade-offs. This technique basically will decrease the cooldown of your special skills, but increase the default cooldown of your techniques. Don't want that. That's a increased damage, increased skill damage and skill cooldown, except 4th bar. And I run this one because this doesn't have a trade-off. Type C is completely trash. Don't even put this on. It just basically gives you another trade-off, like increase the AP cost of all your skills, but lower overall skills cooldown. Like, why would I want to use my Dark Barrier and use more AP than I need to? When the skill sucks practically. Increase skill damage and AP cost, and decrease your AP cost for all skills, but skills will use HP. I don't want to use my HP for skills, bro. I'll pass on that. So how to fix this character? Buff Dark Barrier, make it so it's at least a 40% AP recovery and a 20% MP recovery, and make the shield last a little bit longer, maybe like 10 seconds around. Make Absolute Dark have a 16% to 20% decrease on monsters. This skill is only good for like Ward Harrier when monsters have that HP regen. You can just stop the regen using this skill. Maybe make it last a little bit longer. Add level 1, 2, and 3 to Blast, and basically all his skills that are DPS. Make Dark Cannon have a AP reduction time on how long you use the skill, similar to Onrush, on how you don't have to use as much AP to use the skill, and probably buff the damage on it a little bit.